Welcome to Motivational Moment. I'm Coach Rosa Smith-Montanaro, your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks. I am so happy to wrap up this theme we have for the month, which is laying the foundation of success. I have been giving you tips each week on how to lay this foundation for success so that a year from now, you are somewhere you want to be. And this is a wonderful short series. So if you haven't watched any of them yet, it's okay. On YouTube or Facebook where you saw these, or LinkedIn, go back and rewatch them. So this week, laying the foundation for success, what we're talking about is your 90-day milestone. Last week, I asked you to break things down into milestones. Well, what you're going to do now is you're going to this week say, what is my 90-day milestone? Where do I want to be in 90 days? Now, I'm going to share with you a personal story because in the beginning of this summer, and probably what inspired me to want to do this series with you is my coach. I have my own business coach, and he's fantastic, and he helps me with my own projects that I do outside of RochesterWorks because I am a speaker and a content creator and an author, and I'm doing a lot of things I've taught you how to do. I'm a walking, talking example of this. And he said to me something very valuable in the beginning of the summer. He said, where do you see yourself in 90 days? Now, we had a long-term goal. We're working towards our long-term goal. And I said, well, I guess that's going to be the going into fall. And I'd like to be able to say that I've completed the project that you and I were working on by that point. I'd like to say I've completed this particular project and we did exactly what I've taught you. You know, how do we measure that? What does that look like? What are the milestones involved? And I found this to be like just incredibly liberating to just spell it out and to write it down somewhere where I can see it on a regular basis. And I'm right on track. And it wasn't just work related, my friends. It wasn't just work related. It was to have a project completed that he and I are working on, which is a project separate from my full-time job, which I have other projects in my full-time job that I have to get completed over the course of those 90 days. But another one of my milestones or goals of 90 days included really enjoying the summer, having a wonderful summer where I was present and I wasn't rushing around and feeling stressed. And that created the framework around how I was going to plan my time and how I would break my tasks down. So your 90-day goal is not just your milestone around this one accomplishment. It might include your quality of life to get there. And what you do is you review this 90-day goal and you say to yourself, realistically, with my values, how much time is this really going to take? How much time can I dedicate to this? And I want you to spend some time and look at that. Like you're breaking this down and you're saying, of those, well, that 90-day milestone, maybe this is 3 separate chunks. And of those 3 separate mini milestones, maybe one of them you just have to do once and it's going to take you 3 hours. Maybe the other one is going to be a little bit more work every week on it, a couple of hours, right? I always find that very helpful to break things down that way, to look at it and say, what is that really going to involve for me? And that's breaking it down. And I don't have any to show you. I might have something to show you, but I have books I have here that when I've created things where I've really isolated it and said, okay, this one thing is going to require, in order to get that done on time, I have to develop all the PowerPoint presentations. And in itself, that's going to probably take a good, let's say, 4 hours. Well, I also have to get graphics for the PowerPoint presentation. And the graphics could take a few hours in themselves. And then I have to, book the class. Like there's all these components. Well, that's only going to take 20 minutes to schedule. So let me get rid of some of the easy things first Let me schedule in some of the things that are going to take a little more time. And let me make sure that I time block. Remember, we talked about time block to get some of those things done so I can execute it all in the same frame of mind. I'm going to take Monday and I'm going to record all my videos. I'm going to take Tuesday and I'm going to teach all my classes because that's what I have to do. I'm going to take Wednesday and I'm going to make sure all the graphics are done. I'm going to spend an hour just on graphics and I'll spend an hour just on, whatever else. And we break it down that way. And we schedule it in a formal way, whether it's a to-do list for you or in your day timer on Outlook, but write something down. People write down goals, achieve them. So we have your 90-day milestone, reviewing it with a timeline, allocating, breaking this down, which is number 2, breaking it down. Allocating, okay, what are the many pieces involved? How much time is that going to take me? Can someone help you? Can you leverage some of this? Can you delegate some of this? Is some of this super easy for you? And then you're going to schedule the tasks accordingly, right? In a formalized way. I'm going to break this down and I'm going to schedule it like I'm making appointments with myself. And I'm going to give you one more tip. I'm going to bonus tip that helped me tremendously that my coach gave me is how do you protect this time? How do you protect this precious goal? This future you is saying, thank you for doing this. How do you protect that? What is one thing maybe you have to set a boundary on? And I will be honest, mine was on drama. I'm not going to solve someone else's problem. I'm not going to let myself get pulled into anyone else's drama. There's a lot of dynamics in, Italian families. I'll just say that. And I'm talking about, I'm not, and I realized, wow, summers can get busy. People can want you to do a lot of things maybe you didn't have planned on doing. I'm not going to participate in anything that is leading down to overwhelming me or just of drama nature, and it's just maybe not in my best interest for the next 90 days. That's all. If someone has a problem, I'm not going to jump to fix it. If someone wants to call and vent, I will listen, but I will not fix it. I'm not going to get involved in someone else's concerns about things. I will listen because I need the precious energy to meet my 90-day goal. And those things are called distractions. That is a gold tip. That tip I just gave you is like, the golden goose. If you can learn to reduce your distraction and set a boundary around it to protect your precious goal, you will have the energy for it and you will have the desire and the drive for it. And I could do a whole series on that. So break this down, your action step, into 3 major action items that you can take. Don't overwhelm yourself daily. Try to break it down to one topic, one area, 3 of the most important tasks you can take to move the needle to accomplishing this. We're working smart, not hard. Okay? So break it down. What are 3 things I can do that if I take those action items, they're going to move the needle? And take those action items, schedule them in, and just keep breaking things down into 3 simple action items. I hope this was helpful. Protect your precious energy as well. I hope this was useful, and you are so dear to me. You really are. Thank you for spending time and watching these videos. Please connect with me on social media. Please share the videos. Please tag me and tell me how you're doing. I want to hear about your goals and I want to hear about your accomplishments. Take care and I'll see you soon. Good luck, my friend.